In this video, I'm gonna be going through everything you need to know about chicken tractors, and stay tuned till the end because I'll be going through some important stuff like cleaning your chicken tractor, the design, and making sure it is secure. If you are interested in designing or building your own chicken tractor, you can check out our description. I'll link to 13 free DIY plans that we have collected. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. So what exactly is a chicken tractor? Well, simply put, it is a mobile home, much like a caravan or trailer, which contains everything your chicken needs in her house. It is a mobile chicken coop. It will contain food, water, a roosting perch, a nesting box, and a nice place for free ranging. So let's go into just the basics and chicken tractoring 101 and just the benefits of chicken tractors. So the idea of a tractor is to keep them penned to avoid damage to the rest of your yard or the neighbor's property. It just so happens that the tractor is mobile, so you can move them along to the next patch of grass before they destroy the area where they are parked. Anyone who has had chicken rampage through their flower beds will tell you it is very disheartening to have all your work destroyed in less than 10 minutes. Not to mention the little poop patties all over the place. The neighbors won't be thrilled either when they have found your hens have relocated the mulch, eaten veggies, and left little presents behind to say thank you. The second benefit of the tractor is safety for your hens. A good sturdy tractor will deter most predators, with the possible exceptions of a bear, raccoon, and a coyote. The hens can graze in total safety from aerial predators such as hawks and owls. The best reason for having a portable coop, it is free lawn service. The hens will nibble off the tips of grass and weeds and remove any insects and fertilize, all for free. In fact, they pay you in eggs. Honestly, what could be better? Well, if you want your grass to stay in reasonable condition, you will probably have to move the tractor at least every other day or end up with bald spots and a dust bath crater. Now let's dive into the basic components of a chicken tractor. You can break down the basic structure into two separate components, the coop and the run. In the UK, this is also known as the chicken ark. The coop itself is essentially a square box with sufficient space to house your hens. This is where it is important to remember how much space your ladies require. Large fowl need about 4 square feet per bird, and bantams require about 2 square feet per bird. Yes, you can jam more birds in, but it will encourage antisocial behaviors that will be hard to break and may lead to the injury of one or more of your girls. Now let's talk about the floor of the coop. The floor of the coop in many cases is non-existent. Since chickens poop the major portions of their waste at night, the poop is deposited straight onto the ground, which means you really don't have much to clean up. Many people, myself included, prefer a solid base to the coop for a couple reasons. The most important is being security. A solid box that you can lock your girls into at night is more reassuring to me than an open plan box. Should a bear or raccoon tip over the coop, they may shake the girls, but they will still be safely locked up, whereas if the bottom was open, they would be dinner. The second reason is it makes it a bit easier to move the girls while they are confined. When opening an open bottom tractor, if the hens are standing on the dirt, they have to get to know the moving routine. They have to understand that they need to move with the coop. Usually it only takes a couple of moves before they get the hang of it, but it is easy to catch some slow toes under the structure. If the coop is boxed, you can pick up everything, move it, and then let them out. Simple. Now let's get into the run and the pen area. Your run needs to be large enough to accommodate the number of hens you have in the tractor. Remember these numbers. Large fowl need a minimum of 4 square feet per bird, and bantams need 2 square feet per bird. But more room is always better. Although your hens are technically free-ranging, they cannot jump, run, or expend energy other than walking from one end to the other. So a longer run is great if you have space. The run also needs to be tall enough that you can hang out the feeder and drinker so they can't poop in it, which they will do if it sits on the ground. Now let's talk about the things you'll need to know if you decide to build your own chicken tractor. Your mobile chicken coop needs to be sturdy and well built. This usually translates as quite heavy to move. If you suffer from back, neck, or other mobility problems, you will need to think long and hard about what you want. You can, of course, build lightweight tractors, but they don't come without the problems, which I'll address in a bit. As far as the size goes, you need to know how many hens you're going to put in your tractor. For example, 4 large hens will need 4 square feet per bird, so that means you will need 16 square feet of floor space. That is a box that is 4 feet by 4 feet. This may not sound large, but if you're pulling or pushing it plus the run, it will be quite heavy, especially up or down slopes or hills. Now let's talk about the ease of moving. How easy is it going to be moving your tractor? Almost all tractor plans I've seen have wheels to help with the moving of the structure, or it can be hitched up to a small tractor or a utility vehicle. Personally, I would avoid any plans that do not include wheels, as you will need Herculean strength to move them. Some tractors you move similar to a wheelbarrow. Others look a bit like a rickshaw, and huge ones require horsepower, real or mechanical. Now let's dive into the ease of cleaning. The coop will need to be cleaned the same as a regular coop. The access area needs to be large enough for you to actually work through. Some coops have a lift side of the coop, which is great for cleaning and egg removal. Now let's get into the design. But before we do, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also subscribe to our website, thehappychickencoop.com. If you subscribe using the link in the description, you'll receive a free ebook on the 10 best egg-laying chicken breeds. All right, so the design. Now, in the DIY plans that I'll link in the description, you'll find a variety of chicken tractor plans that you can build. Many of tractors I have seen can be discounted from a security point of view. So many people use chicken wire instead of hard cloth. Hardware mesh is a bit costly, but it is better than losing all your hens to a determined predator. However, that doesn't mean the design of this tractor is intrinsically bad. You can always upgrade security if you find a design you really like. It can be effortless to build a basic structure from scratch, and something that makes it even more fun and cost-effective is using recycled items. This would cut down on the cost dramatically. You will notice that many of the tractors that are linked in the description have used recycled items in quite inventive ways. Also, remember, if you live in an area where the summers can be brutally hot, like down here in South Florida, make sure they have enough shade available in the coop along with ventilation. And lastly, let's get into making sure your chicken tractor is secure. Now, I touched on security earlier, but the tractor must be safe and secure for your flock. The building itself needs to be made from durable materials. It will be outside in the sun, wind, and rain. So if it is made of wood, it should be painted for protection. This brings us to lightweight tractors. Lightweight is most certainly the best thing for those who have to move the thing, but they can easily be flipped over in a windstorm or other inclement weather, scattering your flock all over the place. If you are adamant about having a lightweight tractor, you will need to have some system to anchor it into place should the need arise, especially if you live in higher elevations where the wind can be troublesome. Large predators too will have no trouble in dismantling a tractor made from PVC pipe and chicken wire. Check locks and entry points too. Can you get in easily? If so, other things can probably too. At a minimum, any lock should be able to keep out a 3-year-old child. If it fails this test, a raccoon will figure it out too. Any windows need to be covered with wire mesh or hardware cloth, not chicken wire. Chicken wire is designed to keep chickens in. It will not keep predators out. The run also needs to be covered with hardware mesh too. If you like this video, be sure to check out this one over here where I talk about the environmental and garden benefits of keeping chickens. That's going to do it for us here at the Happy Chicken Coop. Thanks for listening. If you find our content interesting, if you learned something new, be sure to share this video with your friends and like the video and subscribe to the channel. With that, I hope you have a great day and we'll talk to you soon.